Once upon a time, nestled in a burrow beneath a sprawling oak tree, lived a little white rabbit named Cotton. Cotton wasn't like the other rabbits in the warren. While they loved racing and nibbling on carrots, Cotton dreamed of adventure. He yearned to see the world beyond the green meadow and the familiar oak tree. One sunny morning, Cotton woke up with a particularly strong feeling of wanderlust. He wiggled his nose and twitched his ears. "I'm going on an adventure," he declared to his sleeping siblings. They grumbled and burrowed deeper into their nests. Cotton, undeterred, hopped out of the burrow and into the bright sunshine. He packed a tiny carrot in his pocket, a juicy clover for lunch, and set off. His white fur practically glowed against the emerald grass. He hopped through the meadow, past fields of buttercups and daisies. He saw a busy bumblebee buzzing from flower to flower, a fluffy cloud shaped like a giant bunny in the sky, and a family of robins building a nest in a nearby bush. As he hopped along, Cotton heard a tiny whimper. He followed the sound and found a little bluebird with a broken wing. The bluebird was huddled at the base of a rose bush, looking very sad. "What's wrong?" Cotton asked gently. The bluebird looked up, her bright eyes filled with tears. "I fell out of my nest and hurt my wing. I can't fly." Cotton, despite his own eagerness for adventure, felt a surge of sympathy. He knew he couldn't fly, but he knew he could help. "Don't worry," he said. "I'll help you." He carefully chewed a soft piece of clover and, using his sensitive nose, gently cleaned the bluebird's wing. Then he hopped to a nearby patch of soft moss and carefully gathered some. With his nimble paws, he created a tiny, comfortable cushion for the bluebird to rest on. "Rest here," he instructed. "I'll get you some water." Cotton scampered to a nearby stream, careful to avoid getting his fluffy white tail wet. He cupped his paws and brought back fresh, cool water for the bluebird to drink. He also nibbled on his carrot and offered a tiny piece to the bluebird. The bluebird, feeling much better, chirped gratefully. "Thank you, little rabbit. You are very kind." Cotton stayed with the bluebird all day, keeping her company and making sure she was comfortable. He told her about his dream of adventure, and the bluebird told him stories of flying high above the trees and seeing the world from a bird's eye view. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Cotton heard a worried voice calling, "Cotton, Cotton, where are you?" It was his mother. He hopped towards the sound, the bluebird following with a little hop. He found his mother at the edge of the meadow, her nose twitching with worry. "Cotton, I was so worried. Where have you been?" Cotton explained about the bluebird and how he had helped her. His mother's eyes softened with pride. "That was very kind of you, my dear," she said, nuzzling him. "Helping others is the greatest adventure of all." The next day, the bluebird's wing had healed. She fluttered her wings and then took a tentative leap. She soared into the air, circling Cotton and chirping with delight. "Thank you, Cotton," she called. "I'll never forget your kindness." As the bluebird flew away, Cotton watched, feeling a warmth in his chest. He realized that helping the bluebird had been a more rewarding adventure than he could have ever imagined. He started to hop back towards the burrow, feeling content and happy. As he walked, he saw a little lost hedgehog, its spines drooping with sadness. Cotton smiled. His adventure, he knew, was just beginning. He had a feeling there were many more creatures in the meadow who needed a little help. And he, the little white rabbit, was just the right bunny for the job. He hopped closer to the hedgehog and asked, "What's wrong, little one? Can I help?" And he knew that the world, with all its creatures and its problems, was the greatest and most rewarding adventure of all.